When the Dutch East India Company, the VOC, landed in Indonesia in 1603, it didn't look like an army. It looked like a business. But make no mistake, this was the world's first multinational corporation, backed by private investors and protected by the Dutch state. It had its own ships, its own soldiers, and its own right to wage war. And it didn't come to trade, it came to dominate. The VOC began by negotiating treaties with local rulers, promising protection for exclusive rights to trade spices. But those treaties were rarely fair, and often backed by threats. When rulers resisted, they were removed. When populations rebelled, they were massacred. One of the most horrifying examples was the Banda Massacre of 1621. The Banda Islands were rich in nutmeg, a spice so valuable it could buy a house in Amsterdam. The Bandanese refused to sell exclusively to the VOC, so Jan Pieterszoon Koon, the Dutch Governor-General, ordered their extermination. Thousands were killed, entire villages were burned. Survivors were enslaved and replaced with Dutch settlers and enslaved people from other parts of Asia. This wasn't trade, it was conquest through capitalism. Over the next century, the VOC seized ports, imposed monopolies, and crushed local industries. It dictated what crops were grown, who could sell them, and at what price. Javanese farmers were forced to grow indigo, sugar, and coffee, not for their people, but for Dutch profit. Corruption ran so deep that even the Dutch government eventually grew wary. In 1799, the VOC was dissolved due to bankruptcy and mismanagement, but the damage was done. And in its place, the Dutch crown stepped in, not to heal, but to tighten the grip. In the next section, we'll uncover how the Dutch crown replaced the VOC, and how ethical colonialism became just another mask for exploitation, forcing Indonesians into labor, debt, and famine.